is time to alchemize. It is time to alchemize with the angels. Alright, first things first, let's sage. Because motherfuckers is steady ready to test our spiritual gangsters. So let's just clear out those energies. Even a lot of times they're not even aware, they're not being conscious of what they're doing. It's just what they've grown up believing. Okay? And we're not gonna be angry and upset. We're not gonna do that. But what we are is not gonna let it to protrude our path. Protrude, is that, I don't even know what word that is. We're not gonna let it invade. We're not gonna let it somewhat infiltrate. We're not gonna let it penetrate our force field and what we have been revealed but from spirit. You know, we have our own ideologies. We have our own I guess messages of deliverance. I think everybody has their own path to deliverance. So with knowing that, regardless of what other people's path is, we're just not going to let it mess with ours, okay? So we're saying, no, motherfuckers, out. And then we're going to get a reading today to help us in order to navigate those spaces. Navigate those spaces when we are having to interact with people that aren't like-minded. We're going to run into that. It's going to happen. But how are we going to respond to that? We're not going to react. Collective, we don't react. We stay on our throne. We stay on our Empress and Emperor vibes. High Priestess, Hierophant. We remain there because we know that it's our divine right to be there. Even if that other person doesn't see that our path is of divine light. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I have nothing to prove. We have nothing to prove. But what we do have to prove is to God that we trust and we love and we're following that divine calling for ourselves. With that said, we're going to get a message from the angels. Angels, be here! Hello, welcome to the channel. This is a new channel, Serene Seraphim Oracle. My name is Aimé. This is where I call on my angels and my spirit team to help aid me through these intuitive readings in order to give clear and concise messages. This information is completely up to your prerogative and responsibility. I am just the messenger. With that said, let's get started. Observe, don't absorb. And that goes with everything in this world. So let's do this. Angels, great spirits. I've been feeling really, really held by spirit these last few days. And it's a very new space for me. I think this is like the most grateful I've been in a long time. And I don't even have anything. Like, I mean, not that I don't have anything. Like, I have what I need is what I'm trying to say. It's not like I have an excess or like so much. There's still goals that I haven't accomplished is what I'm trying to get at. But regardless of that, it's like I am at such a peaceful place within myself that I haven't experienced in a long, long time. So I'm feeling very grateful, very, very blessed. God, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And we're just going to connect with the angels because we want to know how are we supposed to navigate this plane of existence that it holds. It's a container of so much duality and so much diversity. How are we supposed to navigate that and stay on our own line of integrity? What's integrity for us? Show us angels how we can navigate that efficiently and remain in our sovereignty and ultimately remaining on our highest path for the highest good. So, angels, show us what's good. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Alright, bottom of the deck is Ten of Earth. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. I've been getting a lot about finances. That's wild. Um, and I know this path is about like this path. This channel is about like being on our highest path. Um, and I'm one of those spiritualists that I don't believe that I have to renounce money and finances in order to be on a spiritual path. I think they could be hand in hand. But this channel isn't specifically uh, pertaining to money and finances. It's just abundance of fulfillment and joy and peace. But I've been getting a lot of messages about finances. So, very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. And that's kind of what I got in my last reading too. It's like really the mundane things is really finding joy in just those small things in life, and that's like a key. That's almost like a life hack of being able to be so grateful for even the smallest things. You have a roof over your head, I got food and water, and my happy little soul, and my working legs and feet that take me to and fro. So that's really cute. On the card you see it's like an angel. It looks like two angels, and then two little kid angels playing in a garden, like in a magical forest. It's really pretty. I love these cards. The Dream Virtue Angel Oracles. Love them. Anyways, let's keep going. That was at the bottom of the deck. Let's pull from the top. King of Water. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Okay. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. Okay. I like that. So how I was mentioning, like, we're going to run into people that are not going to have the same viewpoints of life. But that's okay. Be open-hearted. Hear them out, too. And be willing to share your perspectives. And let it come from a heartfelt place. As long as it's coming from a heartfelt place, I think that's okay. Because then you respect each other. If once you start feeling like there's this ego play, and kind of like that other person is putting themselves on a pedestal, their ideas on a pedestal or whatever, and kind of belittling you in some type of capacity, then I'd recommend to disengage. But the angels are telling you, being your king of water, being trustworthy and compassionate, respect yourself, respect others, and being cultured. Being when I see the word cultured, I just feel like you're super open-minded to the diverse range of how people decide to show up in the world and decide to express themselves, their individuality. So being accepting of that. This on the card, it looks like a merman, and he kind of like, it looks like he has makeup on and like has some type of like jeweled headdress, almost giving like a very transgender vibe. And I'm pointing that out because, like, in order to feel comfortable, I feel like a lot of people get so triggered by trans people. And if you're a cultured person, you realize it's not that big of a deal, guys. Like, this person is just willing or wanting to express themselves and playing within the gender roles. But there is no gender per se norm. You know what I mean? When you place that cap on people, it's like you're limiting the human expression. So angels are just kind of showing us, like, don't put a cap to what the human expression can be. As long as everyone's being respected and we're being compassionate of each other, then it's like it just makes way for a much better experience all around for everybody involved. Being open-hearted, open your heart and mind, even the card, open your heart and mind. Being open-hearted and open-minded to those around you. And when you are, you open up a space for people to trust you. And that creates healing. We want healing on earth. Can we just all get along so we can heal and just be able to feel taken care of and not separate from the I'm not even going to go into that route because then it's going to be a whole other tangent. We can get on that another day, what I was going to think. I was just going to talk about how the illusion of separation from the divine. But let's just keep on going for the sake of not making this video too long. So yeah, anyways, thank you, angels. They're just telling us, you know what, be open-minded. Be open-minded and love the little things. And that's how we're going to create more opportunity to be on that abundant path. Cool. I agree, angels. Thank you for that message. Let's move on to the universal way to row. If you've been watching these videos, by now you know that I do a Celtic cross, past, present, future. Oh. I'm feeling so much more comfortable on camera doing these readings. I love it. I haven't done very much, as you can probably tell if you scope the page, but I'm already feeling so much more comfortable, and so I'm loving it. As I continue, I'm getting better, and I'm excited to where this road can take us. I want to hear more in the comments. I want to know what you guys are thinking. If this is resonating, please connect. Please do. I really want to. That's what I'm most excited for. If this channel does grow, like, I'll just be able to meet people that are like on the similar road. And learn from each other. Bounce ideas back and forth. I think that'd be cool. Alright, let's go ahead and cut the deck. Alright, bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Okay. I always get the Hermit. If you're in my collective, you guys are most likely hermits. Very small group of friends, if any. You probably like your solitude a lot more than you do a lot of social interaction. And if you do socialize, you need time to like recuperate. You need a few days to get your battery back up, because socializing can be a lot. So that was at the bottom of the deck. And let's see. Okay, Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm really feeling this present moment, Ace of Swords. It's feeling more comfortable expressing your truth in like speech, word form. You're being able to kind of like advocate for your thoughts and for your beliefs. That's really cool. You're stepping into your divine truth. God is right there with you. Okay, bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands. That's struggle, burden, carrying things, heavy things on your shoulder, having things on your mind that may be weighing you down a bit. This is what we're overcoming. So we're overcoming having the burden. I think it's the burden of like feeling repressed because you don't have like-minded people around you, so you feel like you can't really express your truths. You don't feel like they're in safe places, so you're holding a lot in. But I see that with it being on the bottom, this is like we're overcoming that. This is below us, and what's above us is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is emotionally balanced. The King of Cups is, well, obviously it's a king, so he's at his throne, and I think really owning how you feel, and really owning that realm of like, even in the midst, because look, he's sitting on a platform, but there's water all around him. And if you know water, yes, it can be still and calm, but it can also be wild and raging. And I'm seeing some waves here, some fish jumping. So even in the waves of life, it's like you still maintain a sense of like centeredness. And you're able to, with the Ace of Swords being in the middle, it's like the people around me I may even be causing turbulent waters around other people and within other people. with my truths and what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, like, the way I'm being perceived and the demons that I may ruffle, is that the word? Yeah, ruffling some feathers. That's none of my concern, really, because I'm on my throne and I have an empire to a legacy. I have a legacy, my own personal legacy to attain to. So I will not be shooketh. I refuse. I refuse. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? Yeah. The past, the moon, secrets. Yeah, we're not holding on to secrets. We don't have secrets. We used to feel like, oh, I have to keep my knowledge and my wisdom to myself because they're gonna think ill of me. I come from a very religious background. My family's small town mentality. Small town, middle of nowhere in the mountains, Sierra, Mexico. Like, my family, it's very much small town mentality. And then with the religious aspect also being there, it's my my belief, even astrology is a little too much. Liking being into that tarot, oh, forget about it. This is the devil's work, according to a lot of my family members. So I have kept a lot of like my occult practices, I guess, a secret for quite some time now. And that's probably been a lot of your guys' situation as well. You don't really speak too much about these kind of spiritual things that you're into with a lot of people. It's been somewhat more of a personal practice. But I love that in the present moment we're really stepping into being in our truth and showing up. That's awesome. Kudos. That deserves a little sound bowl ding. Dang. Let's ring that sound bowl. All right. And let's see what's in the future. Okay. Four of Swords. Meditation. This is a lot of meditation. When I see this card, I think, well, first and foremost, I think meditation, but I also think it's like working with spirit in order to arrange the knowledge in a certain way in order to be able to move those thoughts out the most productive way. In the most productive way. Am I making sense? And I get that too because I see like the stained glass window too, so I think like a church. I think like a religious kind of establishment or like just some kind of spiritual space. And then the fact that he also has his prayer hands. So I think it's like really connecting with spirit in order to download information, but also really to like just get it in an organized fashion in our minds and our brains, really process it well, digest the information, so when it does come time to speak, be that Ace of Swords, we're able to deliver it in a way that people can really like be able to think about it and kind of be like, ponder on the thought of what you just said. Because you've already spent a lot of time pondering on the thoughts in the Four of Swords. So, okay, that's cool, Spirit. I will be doing that. Let's meditate some even more. That's been a message that's been coming up. So, I think Spirit really wants us to Spirit wants to drive that home. That meditation is needed. Especially because we're coming up in a place in time where we're being asked to speak more. So in order to do that, we want to be prepared. You don't go out and give a speech in front of people without having your your map of what your talking points are and kind of going over your information. You don't speak on things that you don't know of. So this is just God kind of like saying, prepare, study, so that when you got the microphone, you can deliver. All right, Spirit. I like that. All right, Spirit Animal. To close out our reading, we're going to get Spirit Animal and see what energy would be most helpful in this moment. In order to be on our highest path. Great Spirit, please be with us. Let us know what we need to do, what energy we need to be in. Okay, let's cut the deck. Okay, let's pull from the top. Hyena. Crazy. That's funny. Okay, hyena, let's read into this. The hyena, when I see that, now I know, because it's come up a few times, it's like, hyenas are funny. There's an intelligence to being able to be comedic and be funny, and I feel like there's a way of delivering a message that it can come off lighthearted, but like underneath it there's a tone of like truth and a message behind the kind of funny or like kind of tone, you know what I mean? I don't know. Comedians, you have to be intelligent to be a comedian, to be funny. And I feel like hyena holds that kind of energy. It's like a comedic genius. The way you deliver messages, before you know it, you just taught like life lessons while making people laugh and not realize that you were being deep. Anyways, let's find this card. Hyena, where you at? Okay. Hyena. Humor, wit, sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and crowd pleaser, but below the surface there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Huh? Okay. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? Charming, witty, fun to be around. When out of balance, scrappy, petty, suspicious, and to bring into balance, sobriety. Okay, well, to tie this into what we're trying to accomplish, which is to be on our highest path, to be a balanced hyena, we need to be charming, witty, and fun to be around. So that goes into also like being able to be lighthearted. And when you're in a lighthearted space of mind, you are more open-minded. You're not closed off. You're not rigid. You're not like being like overly judgmental of what people are saying to you, or how they're believing and responding to whatever your beliefs were. It's like, take everything with a grain of salt and be able to laugh laugh things off when someone is coming at you in a certain like type of strange energy. It's like, you know what? You have your own things that you're going through. I'm not going to take that personal. And go on about your merry way. Skipping in the sunlight or sunset. And I feel that with hyena. Hyena's just kind of like, okay, I don't care, whatever. tapping into that humor, the wit, and the sarcasm. But it also, we gotta stay in balance. Sometimes there's a time when to be a little scrappy, you know, there's a time to be a little, you know, tit for tat. But like, keep that in balance. You don't want to stay in that energy. It's a waste of time, actually. I don't be going tit for tat with none of these bitches. Nah, I don't got time for that. I'm not about that life. But like the higher vibrational aspect of hyena, it's like just being lighthearted, be witty, and be that fun person that's fun to be around. And people want to follow you. People want to be you'll grow on people, and they'll want to listen to you. You'll gain that following, or like that traction, you know, that magnetism, because simply because they like being around you. So that within it in itself, there's some type of what's the word? Gravitas. How do you pronounce that? Comment down below. But it's beneficial to be able to just laugh things off and not take things so. Yeah, just being lighthearted. Don't take things so. I don't even know what the word, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Don't be a hard ass. That's what I'm trying to say without saying that. But yeah, that closes out our reading. I hope you guys can take something from this. I know I did. So yeah, I wish you the best from my realm to yours, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.